yet.
Oh.
Now we are.
Oh, now we're recording.
Yeah, now we're recording.
Okay.
All right, we're back in Spider-Man. It's been like months since we
Literal
played this
months.
last. that was well over dramatic right there.
Even the music cue was so unnecessary.
There's a crime. Okay, God, I have to try to get this shit back together, all the controls. Okay, but yeah, so it's been a lot of stuff. I think last time we played, like, Endgame didn't even come out yet. And then now, like, that's over, and Far From Home is now over. I think it's out of theaters finally.
Wow, we really haven't played this in a long time.
No, we have not.
We were like, okay, let's sit here and talk about everything. I was like, you can't do anything?
What's the situation, officer?
Another set of bombs rigged by the demons. Disable the primary device. Then use the arming key to kill the secondaries.
Giddy up!
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I was like,
Sir, there's a serious situation. There's actually bombs in the city.
People might die.
Yeah, people might actually die.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Got the horses in the bag. Woo. Okay.
Dead.
You guys really stick to your MO, don't you?
Yeah, I can't remember combo moves like when I'm playing, so
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I don't know what the hell I'm even doing, honestly. Thank God, like, half the time, like, the buttons just, like, show up.
Yeah. There's always like the option to turn that off in a game, and I'm like, no, I'm stupid.
I need that, please.
I'm stupid.
There you go.
You haven't played for months and you still don't have gadgets.
I guess not.
Primary device.
Because, like, again, like, this shit just shows up randomly. Where it's like, oh yeah, you unlock this. It's like, what? Oh,
Trigger's wired in series.
But yeah, so now, like, Spider-Man's, like, gone from
Yeah.
the MCU.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Because, like, I went to, oh yeah, so we were going to record one more time before, like, my job started, and then you sent me a text that said, I'm going to a Comic-Con, you F, and you said the F word, but with the bad one with the G's in it. So you called me that, and then that was like, no, because this is how far back it was. That was one with Jeremy Jordan, and he was upset on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was like, yeah, so I'm here.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, that was
Jesus.
I was like super excited to see Jeremy Jordan at Comic-Con because he was really the only cool name that was at Wizard World.
Oh yeah.
It was like him and Kevin Conroy, which was obviously cool too. But they did a panel because
Dead man's.
he's on Supergirl, but I know him from Broadway.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Oop.
what?
Spider-Man, look out! Sniper!
What?
Snipers.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, I did that. Oh, I gotta, like, press the laptops, I guess? See y'all.
So in the panel, I was like, it was like him and like another guy that's in the TV show Supergirl, but they were like, the one dude was like super charismatic and like talkative, and then Jeremy Jordan was just like, yeah, I'm here in Philly, not with my family. I haven't been with my family for a long time.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, cool, gotcha, buddy.
Damn.
You want to sign this? Like,
That's fucked up. Wait, oh, is
Poor
it
guy.
over? Take out the snipers. I thought there was just a thing up here. Oh, there they are. Ow, you shot me right in the fucking face with a shotgun.
oh, he was almost lost.
And now you'll stay here forever, because nobody will ever find you.
You got it, officer. Always ready to
Yeah,
do my
so,
part.
that happened. I went to a Comic-Con yesterday, Keystone Comic-Con, and that was a lot of fun. I didn't, like, really expect to go. Like, it was, like, last minute. My roommate was like, hey, do you, like, want to, like, yeah, we're going to this Comic-Con. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, we're going to take a picture with Tom Holland. I was like, that's cool. And they're like, do you want to go? And I was like, sure. It's like $45 for, like, a ticket. And then, like, I got to join in their picture because they could have, like, up to 4 people in the picture. And so we went in, or, like, we go into the actual place. It was, like, the Philadelphia Convention Center. And Tom Holland comes out, and, like, or, like, before he comes out, they had, like, this sing-off thing where it's, like, these 4 people went up to, like, or I'm like backtracking so many times. They're like, who's dressed up as Spider-Man in here? And like, obviously, like 90% of the crowd of like over 1,000 people was just all Spider-Man. Like probably for Far From Home, but also what's going on right now. And then like they're like, yeah, let's just take a big group picture. And then like, all right, who can sing? And then like 4 people went up. One of them was this guy who was a dad, and there was like these 3 other women. One was like a 11-year-old girl. Another was this college student who's starting like school, I think today, because like it was yesterday. They said they start school tomorrow, so that's today. And then this other older woman, and they were all like theater, like performance like people. So obviously they kicked ass when they sang. And
what did they have them sing? Just
they would just be like, oh, it's like the thing where it's like, we're gonna play this song, and whoever thinks, and like they're gonna cut it off. And if you think you can like continue the
like
song,
finish the lyrics.
yeah, finish the song, then like step up. There's one where like they tried to play the Golden Girls, and like the dad like got up and he tried it, but like he got like the tune down and stuff, but he didn't get the words right. So they're like, you get a half point for that. And he's like, I dedicate that to my wife or whatever. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, like we've been married a year, like almost like a whole year today. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I feel like that's kind of weird for you to dedicate that butchered Golden Girls theme song to her.
Really shows what your relationship's worth.
Yeah. Like, that was the last backpack, so that's fun. We now
You got your TI-84.
Yeah. The fucking calculator. It's like the size of a brick. But we went there. He was like, they're like, yeah, we can't talk about like what's going on with the whole Sony thing because Sony's like taking Spider-Man away. You know, everybody's like, oh, Disney's being greedy. I'm not like I'm like kind of just mad at both of them because like of this whole thing falling apart because it's kind of both them. But at the same time, like Disney wanted more, I guess, profit and stuff because like they've made 2 great Spider-Man films, and like it's kind of like Sony produces them, but like Marvel's doing all the work, and they're kind of like, if you look at it at the grand scale, yes, Disney has like an absurd amount of money.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to these singular projects, it's like if you do a school project all by yourself and the teacher gives you the supplies, but you get like 5% credit. Like,
yeah. I do see where Sony comes from though, because it's their most profitable entity, so they're like,
yeah,
I kind of want to make money off of my shit.
This is one of Mom's earliest projects.
But
Yeah.
they do make a lot of money, so Disney's saying like, we want to make some money, and they're like, well, it's our shit.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's-
That's
why are we just staring at a trash can?
because he's talking about like that people are littering or
Oh.
some shit.
I was like, why are we looking at a trash can?
Might be able to
I wasn't even paying attention to the dialogue.
Yeah, but it was just like they wanted to jump. It was initially reported they wanted to jump from 5 to 15%, and I was like, okay, that I guess I can see that, but it was like 5 to like 30%. And I was like, that's a bit more reasonable given like that they've been like he's been in like 5 films and they basically like have been making so much.
Oh, man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from.
Oh.
The other kind should be okay.
What?
Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything.
I ran up the
Zipline
building.
webs
Okay.
seem fine.
It just sounds like a metal cable is snapping. He's like, we can't talk about that. What was nice though, was like Tom Holland, like it was like at first
This is good
I was
practice.
saying like it'd be nice if he wasn't the next Sony Spider-Man because they're planning for like 2 new films already, and I was like it'd be a nicer like break if I didn't have to see him like not to be a part of the MCU anymore.
Yeah.
Like I see him like doing like whatever Sony plans, like because I'm scared for what they're gonna do or like how they can even do it. But then he like finally said like, you know, everything is awesome, and like it was great to like do all these like 5 films. And then he came out and he talked about it. He said that he's still gonna be Spider-Man, and that like he's still gonna like do it. And I'm like, in all fairness, like I'm kind of with him because it's not every day that you're fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, like I would love to even. I would pay money to be an extra in one of these movies.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like like I would definitely like if I was Tom like put like my input in to be like, hey, let's not do this or that.
I mean,
'Cause,
he is also my single favorite Spider-Man that we've had.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'd be sad to see him not do it.
Yeah,
But like it's just not. I mean, they didn't even have another Spider-Man movie lined up. Like they released like the Phase 4 lineup, and Spider-Man wasn't even in that.
Yeah,
so
like
we're not missing too much right now.
Exactly. Like I was thinking, like, oh, they have time to like get him back, but like since Sony's just like, yeah, we're gonna just go with these other two, and it's like, it's really quick for you to plan 2 Spider-Man films like right after this, like almost like it was planned.
Yeah.
But now, it would be great then if like John Watts came back, like the director of the past 2, and like did it right where it can still kind of work in the MCU, but like you just don't like name drop people because I guess you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean the Hulk. You see, like the Hulk was the Hulk was a Sony movie because Sony owns the Hulk as a character. So
The Universal, I think, owns him.
yeah, well, yeah, but Sony is it? I don't know.
I don't know. That movie is years ago.
Yeah,
and
either
like
way.
unfortunately like forgotten.
Yeah, but it does exist somewhere in the MCU. Like
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark shows up at the end
Yeah.
talking
Just need
to
grab the bonding agent.
the Secretary of Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the same character, same actor, so it does exist together, but it's just Marvel can't make a standalone Hulk movie because they don't own the character. They can use him, but they can't make a movie of him.
Which is dumb.
So, yeah,
Because people want that, and like we kind of got it in Ragnarok, but
yeah.
not to the extent people would like. Yeah, he came out. He was like, he said that they pitched like Spider-Man 3, like already, and that like that's gonna happen. And like he was talking about he's talking about like in Far From Home that the film like really resonated with him because it was like a part of him too, in the sense that he was like kind of like deciding himself like if he wants to still be like Spider-Man, and like that's what Peter's going through, like if he wants to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then in the end, and then Tom says like just like Peter does in the end, he finds where he wants to be and he wants to be Spider-Man. So I was like, that's awesome.
That's a really cool parallel.
And he's like, yeah, in this next film, like it's gonna be a lot more another like connection to me, and like he's like really passionate about it, and I love that. So like, and he says like he could just be saying it because it's like his third like solo Spider-Man film, but he's like, we pitched Spider-Man 3, so it's like gonna be connected in some way.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. Like John Watts is a great director. I'm sure like you could easily do it because like in
Should have my web swing.
given the end of Far From Home, you could just like not have anybody in it. Like you don't have to have the other Avengers and stuff in there because like of the situation he's in now.
Yeah.
The project. It meant so much to them both. Where there's a web, there's a web.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I think my web's broke, and then now I'm gonna pick up trash. But yeah, that was like nice. And then he was talking about like his favorite like things to do in the films. He said that his favorite part, or like he was talking about like comedic beats and stuff like in Far From Home, and he's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like you don't plan to be funny but people love, and then there's other things that are funny that people don't laugh at, and you're like, oh, that didn't land, like crap. And like one of the things he said was like the drone scene when like the drone's coming to like kill Brad or whatever his name is. Like he's like, that was supposed to be like 100% serious, but like because his friend's gonna die. But, like he's like, yeah, me and John were just sitting in the theater and we're like, what the fuck? Like, why is everybody laughing?
Big step forward.
And I was like, damn, that like
Oscorp to keep working.
that's whack.
They'd win the Nobel
And then he
Prize.
said like his favorite scene was to film was when he slaps Flash in the face and like knocks him out. Oh, it says I gotta head to the lab. Yeah, when we left off, Dr. Octopus stole Norman Osborn and something. But we're gonna finish up these last 2 things here. We'll do all the side missions, I guess, some other time. But I want to. This will be like the conclusion of the main story. So I want to like get all this stuff done first. So we're gonna go finish up Black Cat. I kind of just in the meantime between recordings, I just got everything done. Because it's kind of just the same thing. Like with Black Cat, it's like, take a picture, and she's like, oh, come and get me.
Yeah, not really compelling
Yeah.
footage there.
And then it's not like you can make a guide or anything where it's like, how to find this stuff, because like it fucking shows you on the map where it is. and then I'll do the last Taskmaster thing because I'm gonna assume that's when you fight him for the last time, where he's like, "Oh, all my shit's going," unless that's just random when he
Did
shows
you
up.
see?
The
Speaking of Taskmaster, yeah, did you see the
Avengers
released gameplay?
Yeah, like I was thinking like everybody was saying like, oh, like it looks bad or whatever, like the graphics and stuff. But like
It
they
did
have,
at first.
but like they have, obviously it's like the alpha stuff. And then I looked at because I pre-ordered it
Oh, did you?
for like PlayStation, and because I kind of wanted like similarly with like the Spider-Man game, because I feel like more or less it's tied in. Like even if they don't say it, I'm gonna like treat it as such.
Yeah. Oh
Holy
shit, you're getting
they're like gangbanging.
gang fucked, yeah.
And they were fuck.
Jesus.
And stop it. But like it's supposed to be on the receipt I have. It says like May of next year. I was like, oh, they have like fucking time to like finish this.
Yeah, they've had time. That's the big like criticism they've gotten now.
They had like 3 years. Yeah.
Like it was announced in 2017, I think it was announced. And for the first trailer to come out, and it's just like, yeah, it's not, doesn't look as good, like,
As it could
visually
be.
as it would be expected to look. Like, it looked a little cartoony. The graphics did not look great. And I
Yeah.
saw, like, once it came back to light, when they were like, hey, remember this game? Where to go? It was because of people, like, the company was announcing, like, a, like, job listing, basically, for, like, an artistic director or stuff like that, like, and, like, the needs of, from that person.
Yeah.
And it was, like stealth missions and, like, different types of gameplay, so they're trying to change up. Wow, that was fucking quick.
That's the gallery where they keep.
They're trying to change up how they
That's worth a cool million.
they're trying to get somebody to show, like, the different game modes, basically.
Yeah.
Which I think that was exciting to see, that that's at least something they were
Found her hideout.
looking at.
Gotta get there before she leaves town.
Side note, I want a Night Monkey costume to be DLC in this game.
In this game?
Yeah, I want
It
that.
already is.
It is?
Yeah,
They did
have,
Night Monkey?
They have like the it's not. I don't think it's called fucking Night Monkey.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
But like they have the I guess the new suits. Since we got all the backpacks, we get the homemade suit.
I was so disappointed when the homemade suit didn't have any suit power.
But yeah, they have
Oh.
the Far From Home one,
Oh shit,
and they have the stealth suit.
Night Monkey.
Night Monkey.
Okay, well then I'm just stupid.
Yeah. I like how in the movie they're like, yeah, we don't want Spider-Man to show up in Europe. It's just fucking him, but it's just black. Like
Yeah.
the eyes are the fucking same. Like you're just like, that's just black.
My
Spider-Man.
friend tweeted, she was like, he's gonna be leaving fingerprints everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're right.
He's got the fingerless gloves. And, like I do love the new suit.
I love that suit. I want to get it.
I have it.
You got it.
It's in
And
my closet.
I'm mad at you.
When we went to the Comic-Con thing, obviously a lot of Spider-Man, but then like I was in my Red Hood outfit and it was fucking hot because like
'Cause it's a leather jacket.
it's a leather ass fucking jacket and there are people walking around in like the homemade suit. And I was like, I kind of just want that now because like it's comfortable and
It's like
also-
casual clothes.
It is
It's
just
sweats.
like casual clothes. It's just fucking sweatpants and like shit. So I'm like, that's cool. So I want to get that, but yeah, like that Avengers game, like they released the gameplay and like, oh, it's like people are thinking like it's connected to this and like it very well could be, and if so, I'd like it for be like it.
I'd like it for be.
I like for it to be
Ed boy.
Ed Boy. I love that show. Is like the best fucking
Iconic.
show. Like
Very memeable.
Like you cannot top that show ever. Like it's its own animal and it's one of the greatest things ever. Like one of the greatest clips that just always comes to mind is like with I think it's Double D and like they do something and then Rolf comes out with this big like hammer and he puts it on his head like this giant thing and he's like what is that, Rolf? And he's like, the hat of discipline. Do you live in a cave? And then like hits him with it and I was like, what the hell? Like whoever wrote this was like a genius. Just, like,
or on something.
Or on something. But like it made them a genius.
Yeah. But no, that gameplay, it looks like, I mean, it's still not.
It's not 100% finished, but for what they have, like just looking at it and knowing what it will be,
Yeah,
like, it looks.
It
awesome.
looks fun, and it looks like they're making it like it feels like each character, and that was like really important to them. Is like playing the Spider-Man game. Like obviously, it feels like you're Spider-Man.
Oh.
Like that's okay.
Fuck off. Is that just them or Taskmaster?
Web through enemies to a wall. You did it.
Yep, they did that.
But it's like it feels like Spider-Man, and you want it. The risk in playing what, 6 playable characters? Is that it
More.
would just be like
the roster they said was like everybody who's
Really?
like an Avenger.
that's awesome.
And then I think it's been like hinted that Spider-Man might be in it, but I don't know. But like, I would like it for be like.
I would
Son
like
of
it
a
for
bitch. I would like it for it to be like a prequel because Taskmaster in that game and this one obviously do not fucking look alike or sound
No.
alike, and he looks younger, I guess you could say, in the Avengers one. So it'd make more sense that like, and plus he gets his ass beaten pretty easily.
That was pretty cool. I liked seeing it. Like, I just thought it was a cool moment to have like Black Widow be the one to fight him and
Yeah.
beat his ass.
Yeah, and then like, Thor does look pretty rough. Like everybody talks about his hair. Everybody said his beard specifically, but I was like, no, his hair is what looks like
Well,
kind of
like
rough.
I mean, you got beard Thor. You had him in the movie.
Yeah.
You had Fat Thor. I mean, I think this is better than Fat Thor, but he still got his beard. I just like that they took their own,
This was a haven for New York's homeless.
Yeah,
took their own
they're
like
doing their own
artistic style.
Because like they want it to be like their own story. Because everybody like Disney's not helping with the whole. There's a black cat. Is she not here?
Can you scan?
Do I go in this cave? Oh, locate hideout entrance. Is it under here? Is it up there? Why is it so fucking dark? Is it next to this black cat? I bet it is. No. Is it this door? This dog?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Bingo.
Door handle.
Ooh, fancy.
Whispers.
This looks like everything. Financial
These
data
are
on
books.
the mafia crime families. Is she trying to blackmail them?
Ooh.
Fisk reported
Mom?
this stolen a few years back.
I don't know, this could be Vanessa, like his wife. But, like, the game looks pretty good.
From a magic vineyard.
But yeah, Disney's not helping that, like, everything they're doing is based around the MCU. Because they had, like, their Avengers cartoon, and, like, they changed the designs to be, like, the movies.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was worried about. I was worried that they were just going to be like, well, here's Chris Evans in a video game. Like, as much as I love these characters and actors and whatnot, I would like to see a video game. Like, it's their art. I want to see them make it their art.
Yeah, but, like, they do have, like, all the alternate skins. One of them I saw for, like, the Hulk was, like, the Joe Fix-It one. Where it's, like, when he's the Gray Hulk, but it's just him with, like, like, a mobster suit and, like, a hat. And I would just love, like, the opening battle. It's just, like, you're up, Bruce, and he's just, like, in a fucking, like, suit. It's like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Like, alright, smash this shit. I just realized that art on the wall was a spider and a cat dancing. I didn't know. I never, when I looked at that, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Never realized.
Yeah,
Spider.
he's like, oh, it's a spider and a cat playing, and then it's like, oh, now he's in a jar against his will. But, like, it looks really good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but they do have alternate skins, and they do say that they have the MCU skins in there, which I'm probably gonna do just because I love their design. Like, they need to definitely beef up Cap because he just looks like a thin bitch in a bunch of hockey pads.
He looks like a police officer. He doesn't look. But I did like seeing a little bit more gameplay with that.
Yeah, but he needs to like fill his suit in, cause like he is a super soldier. Like he's supposed to be a big dude.
Yeah, not a regular Joe.
Yeah.
No offense to our friend Joe.
Yeah.
All those cats
Thin
you
little
found,
bastard,
when
that
they were
Joe.
all together in the evidence room, they
And then I
linked
got the
up.
black suit. Thanks for jipping me, I guess, Black Cat, and making me the suit. Thanks.
She knew I'd find the cats and report them to you. She played me again. What'd she take?
Just her old costume and gear.
She let me find 50 million worth of loot just so she could get her stuff back. Which means she's
Yeah,
got
but he didn't
something
do
to
anything
figure
with all that loot.
Wait, so you're telling me that she stole $50 million worth of stuff just to get her costume back?
Are you smiling? You
I
sound
don't really
like
think
you're
that's
smiling.
pretty sound stuff. Oh, there's another thing. It's another research
Gotta go.
that I guess I missed.
Stupid.
I know, right? But it looks good. Did you see how like Thor and Iron Man straight up murdered so many people?
They were wrecking
Like
shit.
it's like one thing to have like in the Arkham games, it's like, oh, Batman definitely killed that guy. Like there's no way he's alive, but like they just straight up murdered people in that one. Like Iron Man and Thor did not give a fuck and murdered like so many troopers, and they're just like, oh yeah, so it's just murder everybody. But they had. Yeah, I think, Hawkeye's supposed to show up. There was a little mini trailer for Hank Pym, but I don't think he's Ant-Man, because he just shows up as himself. and they're like, Hank, is that gonna work? And there's like a tank, and then he shoots it with this gun and it shrinks it. And then
Make sure it works, okay, pal?
there was
There's a storm
like
threatening now.
it looks really good. And then the person who talks, like the little girl that talks, where she's like, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
But I did. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Because I was watching the gameplay again last night, and like everybody's on the helicarrier because like it's the A-Day,
Okay. My lenses should show
firing
the
like the
other
Death
half
Star
of the map.
laser,
You may fire when ready.
and
Got it.
they
Now to make more links in the chain.
she like gets knocked, like they say that the reactor
It's getting bad
to
out
like the helicarrier is like a Terrigen crystal. And I know like the word Terrigen from like the Inhumans, because like the Terrigen mist is what activates their powers.
Yeah, I just finished that season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like last night, where it's all
Oh, it's
like
about the Inhumans.
all the
and
Inhumans and the
mist.
Terrigen crystals and like the like turning people into Inhumans, like activate
Yeah.
like because the Terrigen activates a
The receiver's
ancient
energy's
alien
getting
gene
impulses.
in some people. Yeah.
I'm at a high risk
Yeah.
for lightning strikes.
And like
Charge
they
is increasing. I gotta move fast or I'll get zapped.
apparently God is trying to strike me down. And like she gets knocked down. Apparently the helicarrier runs on like the Terrigen crystal, and Cap is like gonna go fix it, I guess. And then you see the girl get knocked down, and like she gets knocked down next to a vent, and like out of the vent is like this green gas coming out of it. So I can assume that like the thing is overreacting, and like the Terrigen mist is coming out, and she's gonna become
So it activates her powers.
Miss Marvel, yeah. Also, with D23 going on. Oh yeah, so we went to see like Tom Holland. I saw him yesterday, which was Sunday, 25th of August, and like he says, and like he was at D23 like the day before. So that was like literally across the country. And I was like, damn. That's crazy that he flew all the way out here for that.
Did you get struck while
Yeah.
on it? That sucks. That's stupid.
Yeah. Apparently I took it really well though.
Yeah.
But
When your suit starts creating lightning.
fucking move. Like, yeah, it looks really good, but oh yeah, D23, they were announcing a shit ton of stuff for Marvel. Not only was like Phase 4 and all that, but they were talking about the Disney Plus thing. But I'm gonna get shocked again. Whoop.
Dude, I'm definitely like I was already like before being like, yeah, I'll probably get the Disney Plus, but now I'm like, no, I'm 100% getting Disney Plus. I don't care. People are like, that's just another streaming service. They're just trying to get more money out of it. Yeah,
But
and
it's got good
and it's
shit on
working.
it.
It's gonna have everything that I want. Like
Fuck.
wow. I'm like, they're gonna have all the Marvel movies. They're gonna have all the Star Wars movies. They're gonna have the new
Literally
Mandalorian
everything.
TV show that I saw the trailer for, and I'm psyched.
Yeah.
But that looked awesome.
Yeah, yeah. They said that the Mandalorian is gonna release weekly, but it's gonna start with 2 episodes already in.
Okay.
On the
So you
service.
can't binge it, but
Not yet, but that looks really good. And then like, they're just like, so they had the Falcon Soldier thing, and they had something else. I already forgot what the other more. Oh, WandaVision.
WandaVision. But yeah, it's like
Shit.
oh,
Oh,
Wow.
there I go.
isn't I heard that the Falcon and Winter Soldier is gonna be focused around a lot of like people not agreeing with the fact that he's Captain America.
Probably.
It's gonna be like
The receiver's
taking
energy's
some
giving
like
me a positive
interest,
charge,
some really like
which means I'm
heavy
at a high risk for lightning
topics.
strikes.
Yeah.
The charge is increasing.
Okay.
I gotta move
Stop.
fast or I'll get zapped.
Just can I grab on it? Thank you. But yeah, like that's gonna be interesting. Can't wait to see the suit, and then also apparently Zemo is gonna come back,
Yeah,
and then they'll have him in the purple, which would be pretty interesting.
yeah, he was really cool. I was just watching Civil War again last night.
Yo, yeah, I saw that.
It was funny because yeah, I was at Fridays where I work. Nobody in the bar, like literally not a single person. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna not put on sports. I'm putting on Captain America: Civil War because I have to have sports on the TV.
Oh yeah.
But there's literally nobody there for them to see it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch Captain America: Civil War. And then after it, the Winter Soldier came on. So it was
Oh,
playing
nice.
in like backwards order, and I was like, oh, are they doing like some weird backwards marathon. No, after that was The Simpsons. So I was like, I don't know why you're doing it in this order, what's happening, but I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah, they have the Oops. Oh, we narrowly dodged that one. They have. That looks cool. WandaVision. They basically, you know, with Vision's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like a 50s like cookie cutter kind of household, like.
Yeah, because it's gonna show like the relationships, or like the relationship between them. It's gonna be cool to like see how he comes back. I guess like they'll just, I don't know. Well, I don't really know what they're gonna do or how he'll like. I guess he'll just be himself.
Is it a prequel thing?
No, it's supposed to be post.
Really?
And like she'll bring him back. I'm gonna get shocked.
Getting pretty good at this.
Getting pretty good. Get
But I
shocked.
thought they were saying in like Kevin Feige said after Infinity War that like all the deaths that happen have to mean something. So like.
Well, I feel like he can come back and then just be
Yeah,
like not
you
know
just
anything.
Build him again, but it's
Yeah.
like
He won't be the same, and then I guess you'll have to like love him enough.
it would
to,
be like Chappie, where he's like a new robot, but he's like a newborn.
Chappie. What a movie that was.
I loved that movie, and I've like my favorite video game right now is Apex Legends, and there's a character in a Pathfinder that literally just looks like fucking Chappie. And people are like, oh yeah, I love this.
That's awesome.
Like I loved Chappie as they're playing Pathfinder.
But yeah, now I'm like definitely like I was already getting Disney Plus, but now they're just like, oh yeah, so now we're gonna have also Miss Marvel is gonna be there, like MCU, Miss Marvel. Die.
No time to admire the view.
Jesus Christ.
They have Miss Marvel, like that's gonna be like an MCU series. They have Moon Knight.
Yeah,
and
Moon Knight is somebody that I don't really know his powers, but I saw a picture of him,
I love
and
Moon
they had
Knight.
one hand was Spider-Man's hand and one hand was Wolverine.
And then
So
was
does he
Wolverine.
just absorb powers?
No, well I'll get to that in a second, but they
Okay.
also have She-Hulk coming in. to the
That's
MCU.
exciting.
And that blew me away. I was like, finally, like we're gonna expand on the fucking Hulkverse, because like obviously they don't,
Yeah.
because we just talked about how they don't want to deal with the Hulk for some reason, and like they're just like, yeah, so Jennifer Walters is out there, she's a lawyer, and like she has Hulk powers. I'm like, that's awesome. Like they also have the Eternals. And like I don't know a lot about them though, but like that's
Nah,
gonna
I
deal with
don't
like
know.
the Celestials and like all that kind of shit. So like that's gonna like where it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I
all
think
their
that's gonna be
cosmic
some
stuff.
super like out there kind of shit.
Yeah. How fucking. All right,
Okay, now
thank
I need
God.
to get to Oscorp Tower.
I was about to be like, how far is this gonna go? And then I see that it just looped back around. But yeah, that looks cool. Miss Marvel will be cool, and then Moon Knight I'm gonna love, because essentially Moon Knight is Mark Spector, who's a guy who has multiple personality disorder, and so he was like kind of like a discoverer guy, like an archaeologist, kind of like mercenary, Indiana Jones kind of person, and he stumbles upon this temple or the statue of I forget like what.
It's like some like Egyptian god.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
Egyptian moon god. It's like Kovu or something like that.
Just say Anubis and be wrong.
Yeah. Oops, what the fuck? What the hell am I supposed to do now? God, you gotta be shitting me, right? I'm gonna die right now.
This is the Death Star.
There I go.
All the way
Like,
down.
I didn't know what the game wanted me to do there. I guess dodge it, but I can't when I'm on top of a building. But yeah, he's like multiple personalities. He gets like he has the moon god guy, but what happens is that he becomes Moon Knight, who's essentially like Batman, but he wears all white. And the reason why, like, people are like, why do you wear all white when like you go out at night? And he says like, I want people to see me coming. And
That's badass.
he has like little moon like harangues, like little crescent moons that he throws at people.
Ah,
Um,
yeah, that's the Death Star right there.
yeah, or a laser light show.
You may
Yeah,
fire when ready.
Ready?
So he
And
doesn't have powers.
He has like when the moon is like depending on what degree like the moon is at, like he gets stronger if the moon is like full and stuff, like a little bit stronger, not like drastically
Okay.
though.
Sure. Always got plenty of
Just
the other
imagine him like essentially as Batman, but he's crazy
Okay.
in the sense that he's multiple personalities, and so he's Moon Knight, he's Mark Spector, and then he's like Mark Spector's like regular guy. He has all their other personalities where he's like a famous actor, and then like another personality. I can't remember what the other one is, but so he's Moon Knight, but then he's also Mr. Knight, where he has like his mask on, but he has like a white suit and he helps the police. And he's not like a vigilante. And one of the funniest things I saw, which like instantly hooked me, was like they have
Wherever Harry is, he knows that.
Moon Knight like does something and he leaves, and the cops show up, and then
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight shows up, and they're like, oh, one of the cops like, it's Moon Knight, and then the cop like basically puts his gun down. And he's like, no, that's Mr. Knight. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, but they know that it's the same guy. But they're just like, no, that's Mr. Knight.
No, that's a different dude.
Yeah, it's a different guy. Relax.
It's alright, calm down.
They have... He's
So
very...
stupid.
Moon Knight is like... I'm glad that they are doing him because he's like a very interesting character. Because like, when it comes to like Taskmaster obviously like copies people and beats them up.
Yeah.
No.
Need a mint?
She's like, you need a minute, and that's like for a side mission, but we're not going to do that.
I need a mint.
I want to just finish up Taskmaster, and then we'll finish all of the kind of miscellaneous shit. But when he fights Taskmaster like is afraid of Moon Knight because Moon Knight likes to take more of a beating than like give one when it comes to fighting Taskmaster, so he can't really copy him or else he'll get his ass beat like faster.
Yeah.
But with that story where like he has like the Spider-Man arm and the Wolverine one, and he has like Captain America's like shield, is because he accidentally like gets multiple personalities of them.
Oh.
So like he becomes them, and then at one point the Wolverine personality kills the other two.
Does he get their powers?
I don't think so. I think he just acts like them.
She was a thief!
What? Jonah, shut up. I guess I have to stop these people.
Need to stop those mercenaries fast.
Yes. Fast.
Yeah. Drop the grenade.
Grenade on that person.
Damn. Concussion. Bad throw. Yeah. What the hell was that?
That's a web grenade. It looks like a pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, so I went to the Franklin Institute.
Oh yeah. How was that?
Yeah, I went to the Marvel exhibit at the Franklin Institute. You had already been.
Mm-hmm.
I was jealous. I wanted to go. I took Katie and my little brother. We went, walked around, and of course I was a half hour late to my time slot because parking sucks.
Yes.
And I was charged $35 to park in a parking space.
That's bullshit.
$35 because I had to pay for up to 12 hours.
Wow.
I had to prepay for my time slot. Like I parked, instead of like paying when you leave, you just like go up
Yeah.
and pay for how much you're gonna use.
Mhm.
And the shortest amount of time was up to 12 hours for $35. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna be here for less than 3. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we went and it was a lot of fun. We saw, like, I liked all the statues and stuff of the characters you could take pictures with.
Yeah.
All the costumes that were in there. I was really about to like school some kids because in one of the cases you see it's Captain America and it's actually the Age of Ultron suit, which is the same suit that I have. So I was really happy to see that. I was like, look, it's my suit. It's the
Yeah. Oh.
get fucked. That's how you do it.
And the surprise butt sex.
But then right next to it was Bucky, so it was like they were like in the same like tank basically. And a kid came around the corner. He goes, "They have his stealth suit, Mom. They have Captain America's stealth suit."
Like no, it's not.
Kept yelling it over and over. And at first I was like, oh, that's funny. No, it's Bucky. I didn't say anything, but I was like, it's Bucky. And he was like, "Mom, they have the freaking stealth suit." And I wanted to be like, kid, you're so beyond wrong. Like he was like,
Got a refresher course.
"Did you win?"
Sir? Oh, what the fuck? Batman? How the hell do you do that?
Scared of me? I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, I fucking am if you're gonna pull that bullshit.
Come on, that's pathetic. This will be over quick.
Is he talking through a walkie-talkie?
I guess so. Ow. Fuck.
When I do that, people don't get back up.
I like how he's like pulling all this shit and then I web him once and he's like, oh.
I can't see. Didn't see that one coming.
Still holding back.
I'm not trying to kill you.
Here, I thought you were learning.
What are you trying to teach him?
I don't know. You good, man?
Not hit him with a grenade.
No, because he was just like, I don't know.
Oh
Ow,
shit,
Jesus.
that was a good
Stop. Ow. Fuck, he's doing my moves.
Or you could die.
Can't do my drone. Yeah. That didn't do anything.
one. I like how he's like, I'm learning by watching you, so I'm gonna throw a grenade, even though that literally never works.
Yeah. Stop. Stop. No. He killed me.
Death.
Death. That was unfortunate.
I mean, it was really fun. It was cool seeing like all like the real movie costumes, the real props and stuff like that. Like Katie pointed out, we went up. You see like the homecoming suit.
Challenges again.
Go back and do them again. I forgot that you don't like restart. Like you lost, and that's the end of that story.
Yep.
But we saw Spider-Man's homecoming suit, and it was like actually worn by Tom Holland. And you see like the suit looks nice, and she was like, look at the feet, and the feet are all like torn up and like whatnot, like from wear and tear from just using it all the time. I was like, oh, that's funny. I never thought that like I guess he wears it every day for however long filming is. Like
Yeah, he said like in the first movie, like in Civil War, he wore the suit for like 11 hours straight. I was like, that sounds horrible.
sounds stinky.
Yeah. And then like he said he was like talking to his mom, and his mom was like, how was today? And he's like, yeah, it was really tough. Like I had to be in the suit for like 11 hours, and then like he said like the next day they got a call from his mom that said like, you need to make sure Tom gets like regular bathroom breaks and stuff.
Anthony Mackie and them were talking about working with him, and they were like, yeah, he's got to have his juice. He needs to have his like juice pouches, and like he's always people keeping up on him.
Yeah. I mean, like, reasonably so. If, like, he's gonna almost fucking die. So I'm sure that shit is hot.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I wear like a little like morph suit, and I'm like sweating.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking about, like, going in my Spider-Man outfit, but I was like, no, because I'll sweat right through it, and you'll fucking see it.
I always feel weird wearing the wearing my suit because it's like very form-fitting,
Yeah.
and I don't have my modesty cloth like Mark Ruffalo coined.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was talking about, like, filming like, an Endgame where, like, everybody has, like, all the suits on and stuff, but he's like, we all had our suits on. He's like, no way, I didn't, because I had that stupid green the tracker suit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, me and Don Cheadle. I think it was like he said him, Don, and then like Mark Ruffalo, all like the suits would just light up randomly, and they call themselves the Christmas Tree Boys because like they would just light up, and like every time they'd light up, they'd run and like assemble into a tree. And I'm like, that's awesome.
Dude, I would love to just be on set with them. Like I was watching Impractical Jokers. Like Katie and I love that show now.
Yeah.
And we see like sometimes they show like some behind the scenes shit, and I'm like, that would be so cool just to be on like a crew member for like a funny show like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can't imagine something like that, even like hanging out with like these big name Marvel actors, like just seeing them like dick around, like come on.
Yeah, that'd be like really awesome. But yeah, I guess Taskmaster isn't gonna show up again unless it's like a random thing. Unless I do some more challenges. How do I say hi to people?
Square?
Robbery in progress.
Yeah.
Suspects armed. Need officer.
Oh, I thought she was like,
Yes,
yummy,
Spider-Man.
yes. The spider. No, they're just cold and sick.
Yeah, they're dying, so
They don't want to say hi.
I guess in the next part, we'll finish the story and take... Never mind! He, of course, waited until the last minute. Okay, we're going to try to take down Taskmaster. If not, then maybe in the next part. Because it's getting long. But, yeah, that place is, like, so much fun. Like, all the shit they have. Like, they have the Iron Man suits. They have, like, Loki's helmet. Like, Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
Obviously, like, all the costumes.
I think the few Iron Men suit, I don't.
Yeah.
The couple suits like in the cases was probably my favorite thing to see.
Yeah.
Like they had the Mark 1 and Mark 3 from the first Iron Man movie, and then they had Mark whatever from Iron Man 3.
Yeah, the Mark 42.
All lit up and whatnot. That was super cool. And of course I liked seeing like the cap suit and the shield and whatnot, but
yeah. I really love that they had like the fucking they had the Green Goblin stuff from the Tobey Maguire films.
yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
I was surprised that they had that.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that. See the Green Goblin mask and the pumpkin bomb. Yeah. They had the suitcase, Iron Man suitcase from Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Oh, that was a quick time event. I didn't realize that. Because that's the first time a fucking quick time event came up. So can't just throw that new shit at me.
I get paid for results, and I always get them.
Oh, no fair!
Dude. He's really fucking this up. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm glad that Natalie Portman came back. They're gonna do the third Thor movie, and she's gonna be Thor.
Yeah, female Thor.
Which will be like really cool.
Oh, get fucked.
That's my swing kick!
Yeah, I mean like that the
Phase 4 looks pretty nice.
the Jane Foster storyline of Thor is like really sad. So I wonder if they're gonna do the whole like
She has cancer.
she has cancer and she's really sick and she basically can't move unless she's Thor.
Yeah. And then it's like she does the chemo, but every time she grabs the hammer, it like undoes it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's fucking fun, I bet.
Yeah, I can't imagine, dude. What the fuck?
He's like really fucking up the web thing. Where the fuck did that trash can come from?
Magic trash.
Oh, I got him. Bitch.
Look at that star pose.
He's like, take me.
Yeah.
Take me, Spider-Man.
Why are you stalking me?
An organization hired me to see if you're worth recruiting.
I'd rather be Jonah Jameson's foot masseur than work for anyone who'd hire you.
Your loss, they pay 6 figures. Guess some people just deserve to be poor.
6 figures?
Can't count that high.
Nah.
Said I'd at least hear him out.
Yeah. I'd be like, well, what do you want?
I'd be like, what are they recruiting me for?
Yeah.
Because that sounds like we're putting together a team. I'm not an Avenger. I don't know, man.
Alright, well, that was fun taking down Taskmaster.
First try.
Yeah, first try. And then next time, we'll finally finish off Dr. Octopus.